This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights.
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and a big momentum swing back to the other side.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The option look. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
They'll give it to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And
oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop pig.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts. Woo pig swing!
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Play action on first down. Creates a little room.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Makes a man miss. Gets away from one, finds room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds his man. It's Castellanos. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll push his way out to the 30. A pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a...
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Breaks free in the middle. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal for this offense. Now on the option.
you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run this play from the pistol. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Utah State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Works the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. On the option. The pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Got a man. It's Jones. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Comes the Auburn offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Gets it to the back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a...
There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ready to send out this offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. You're not able to get it done.
Got a little space. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? To keep points off the board. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Shabera. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air. It's Applewhite. Under fire. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just think for the offense, at this situation of the game, in the 4th quarter down in possession, you can be a bit more aggressive and throw the ball vertically down the field. Challenge this secondary. Force them to make plays and to play clean without pass interference.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 35. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, elation on one side, deflation on the other, in the hotly contested battle for the brass spittoon. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Working that left side now. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quick handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys...
Touchdown, Arkansas! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it, he can do the rest, takes it to the house for 6.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Quick strike complete. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run back.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here comes the heat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.